Dave Contreras is the district manager of Mount View Sanitary District. The district's innovative and independent spirit originated in 1923, when the district was established to treat wastewater from the homes and businesses in unincorporated Contra Costa County. Today, the district treats about 2 million gallons of wastewater every day using this trickling filter. It's a simple but highly effective treatment method that for the first time on the West Coast led to the creation of wetlands using recycled wastewater. Mount View was also the first district in Northern California to use ultraviolet light to disinfect their treated effluent, eliminating all dangerous chemicals from the treatment process. It's safer for the staff and community, and better for water quality.
The district's high-tech UV disinfection coupled with the natural wetlands reuse is a very good match for wildlife habitat to be secured of any of the problems that you might have had the disinfection not taken place, and or to the levels that we do. They're very stringent limits, and the technology that we use here at the treatment plant is biological, natural process along with the UV disinfection, and it's been very effective. Although this is wastewater, it can be applicable to all waters. These wetlands are a very good example of how we can use classroom information, get that, apply it, let the children see what their impacts are of pollution prevention.
It's a lesson visitors to the Mount View Sanitary District learn every day. Visitors come to the district's marshes from as far away as China and Europe and as close as Las Juntas Elementary School, just down the road in Martinez. A funding partnership between Shell Oil, Valero Energy, and the Sanitary District, with docents from the Lindsay Wildlife Museum, makes this innovative education program possible.
When they first come out there, they think they know it all. They've seen it all, but they're really fascinated by what happens after they flush their toilet, and the beauty of the ponds and how clean they are. And then they discover the scat. The Lindsay Museum does a fantastic job of letting the kids discover the scat and the evidence of the animals, and and like even today with their pictures of the cells. They've already studied cells. They got really excited when they saw that and said, oh, that's a plant cell because it has a cell wall or whatever. So it really reinforces what we've already taught, and the kids get excited about it because it's hands-on. It's real life, not textbook.
Outdoor adventures like these spark awe in children, inspiring independent investigation while teaching respect for the natural world. In 1926, this natural marsh became the center of a dramatic increase in the number of disease-carrying mosquitoes, prompting taxpayers to create the Contra Costa Mosquito and Vector Control District. More than 80 years later, the Vector Control District remains another important partner with the goal of restoring the slough to its greatest ecological benefit while maintaining marshes without mosquitoes. A significant tool to achieve that goal involves the use of specialized tidal gates.
What we're working on for really only the first time in California is a series of gates that would automatically open to let tides in, but would close as soon as the tide is high enough that it could cause flooding. The mosquito district is wanted for many years to be a good steward of the environment and do good public health. And the way we can do that is by allowing wetlands to flourish, but by keeping the mosquito populations under the control. And mostly that means trying to find ways to support the natural predators, fish, aquatic beetles, back swimmers, bats and birds to some extent, that can control the mosquitoes for us. And a healthy wetland ecosystem with a lot of water movement can keep the mosquitoes under control most of the time.
Mount Diablo Audubon President Jim Edgar spends most of his time keeping an eye on the birds and the politics associated with Peyton Slough. Over the years, the Audubon Society has worked closely with the agencies and organizations working to restore Peyton Slough. even giving the Mountview Sanitary District an award for habitat creation in 1978. McNabney Marsh in the Peyton Slough Wetlands is in fact named for longtime Audubon Society member Al McNabney. For decades, Society members have spent countless hours at the slough because they know the habitat and its ecology are critically important to wildlife.
This is by far the most important wetland in Contra Costa County. It is just a vital stopping over place, particularly during migration, but about 5 years ago we completed a breeding bird atlas of Contra Costa County, and we're amazed at the number of birds that breed here, waterfowl and shorebirds, so it's a really critical
for birds as well as a diversity of animals, including fox, coyote, and deer, who call these wetlands home. The Peyton Slough watershed contributes to the ecosystem of the bay, and in doing so gives an opportunity for both wildlife and humans to flourish. Peyton Slough flows into the strait, joining water that rushes down from melting Sierra snows, and in a few hours it will be floating under the Golden Gate into the Pacific, connecting Peyton Slough to the world. Sustaining wetlands, where land and water merge, where life and spirit connect.